I'm going to show you Pasta's routine. So this is going to go from her morning routine to her bedtime routine. So I'm going to go through a couple of clips of videos and try to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and kind of show you how to execute the commands that I've taught her. So anyways, this is the first thing in the morning. So we wake up, this is our kennel room with my desk here. So Pasta is here and she gets this big kennel over here. Everybody is usually sleeping in the morning, so I come in and the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I let the dogs out. That way I know that they can go out and relieve themselves there. So I open the kennel. Wait. I tell her to wait. Okay. Yes. And then Miss Pasta comes, looks at me, and she's asking me so politely to go outside. So I'm going to go ahead and let her out real quick. Okay. So I'm going to be letting her out for just a couple of minutes, usually about 15 minutes per puppy in the morning. That way it gives them enough time to kind of go through and do everything there. So I'm going to turn the camera. Hopefully you can see how I let her in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let Pasta in now. I'm going to go ahead and call her. Ideally, I would like her to sit and wait at the door. Sometimes it doesn't work, but that's the ideal goal for her. So she's, with the little amount of time I had her, I think she's got it down. But I'll go ahead and call her now. Pasta, come on. Good girl. Sit, sit. Good. Okay, yes. Good girl. Come here. Yes. So I'm hoping that you were able to see that. But she sat down and then looked at me, and that's when I gave her the go-ahead to come. So my release word for that is okay, come. Good girl. So now we're going to go through our feeding ritual. Okay, so this is where we do our feeding ritual. So I get the food together. Pasta eats about probably 3/4 of a cup to 1 cup twice daily, and she's eating pottery food. Right now, these are just treats because she already ate this morning. So anyways, she's looking at me, waiting patiently. This is what you want. If she's jumping around, sometimes she does just because of how excited or cold it is in the mornings, she'll get a little antsy. So you wait until she sits. That way you're rewarding the behavior that you want. So here I'm gonna have her sit and watch. As she's watching. If she doesn't look at you, you just say, look, and point at your eyes. She's falling asleep right now. Pasta, look. Yes, good girl. And as you can see, my marker word is yes. That way they know when they're doing something correct. So I'll put the bowl of food down. Look, look, yes. She really wants that bowl of food, so I told her, look. And then once I'm ready to give her that food, I'll say, okay. Okay, look. Good girl. So I relieve that pressure from stepping away from her, because a lot of times when you're close to them, that's just a lot of ongoing pressure. So to relieve that, you step back and tell her, okay, that way she'll eat her food whenever she wants. Right now she's not eating, but. Yes, yes, good girl. She just needed a little bit more encouragement today. Yes, good. Okay, so that is her feeding ritual. As far as water, I keep water out all day, and then I pull it around 6 p.m., so around feeding time. That way her bladder isn't full during the night and she has time to go potty and relieve herself before bedtime. And she has not pottied in her crate probably since week 3. She's been really good about it. So I want to go over some of the kennel stuff. So this kennel that she's in, I believe, is a medium-sized crate. This is a crate that's probably going to last her a lifetime as far as growth-wise. And I keep really small, thin blankets in there just for some extra padding. I'll be sending one home with her as well. That way you guys have something. And then I have a couple of crates in here from the other dogs that are a little bit more reactive, and they are covered. That way they can kind of den themselves and calm down a little bit more. So anyways, we'll go over to what she does when we're in the house. Okay, go place. Yes, good girl. So this is place. This is an elevated cot. This isn't something that you necessarily have to get, but this is just the easiest way to teach a dog where they should be at all times. So when you're doing dishes, cooking dinner, watching TV, having people over, this is a safe space. So this is the spot where you tell her, okay, go place. This is a spot kind of like her crate where she just has all the room in the world to decompress and kind of watch things around her. And this also teaches her that not every action needs a reaction. This is going to help with separation anxiety, any of those things. Just gives her a comfort zone where nobody's allowed to touch her. This is her safe spot, basically. So she can do whatever she wants here, except for bark. But she gets self-enrichment toys, all of the other things like that. So I'll show you that she'll also do it on a bed. That way, if you guys get her a dog bed, she knows that she can cuddle up there too. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a bed down for her, and I'm gonna tell her to place there as well. Okay, Pasta, place. Good girl. So just like the elevated cot, she gets to place here. And just remember that this is her safe spot. Again, nobody touches her here. She gets her toys here. This is where she just gets to relax. She is tired today, but you can see that she's already decompressing now. She's getting tired. It's nap time right now, which is about 12 o'clock. So anyways, I give her any kind of chewing toys or rubber balls with peanut butter in them, squeaky toys. This is the best place for her to have her toys when she is by herself. You guys can also play with toys with her, but as a trainer, I like to keep my toys put away unless I'm playing with them. That way that enrichment comes from me and the toys, or the enrichment comes from themselves when they're on place.